mama salute. Now we all come together as well on. For tomorrow, now we go make salute. Talking point platform, TTPTV. Oh yeah. Unale we pledge, we love and loyalty to we sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as well on. For tomorrow, now we go make salute.
Good morning, Fambudem, and welcome to the Morning Shukublai program where they come to you live na Talking Point platform. We're so sorry yesterday we were not able to come live because we experienced some technical issues, but thank God we're able to make them today. And me, we can always bring this program to honor my name na Femata. Inside the Morning Shukublai today, we get so many things for talk about. We get for talk about waiting the next for Lahai Leema as President Biodo appoints new ministers of internal affairs. And also we get for talk about the Ministry of Basic Education in announcement for the 2023-2024 academic year prize list and the effect on parents. Then thirdly, we will talk about the Interreligious Council, the meeting yesterday we didn't get on a fact-finding mission. This and plenty other things then we will discuss now the program as we carry on. With me inside the studio this morning, I get Mr. Julius Harding and Mr. Chegnobai. As always, we can come for help promote by the things then we will talk about. Good morning, Julius, and welcome to the program.
Good morning, Fema. Good morning, viewers. Good morning. So sorry, yesterday we never able to come online as Fema just don't give reasons why we never come online yesterday. I hope say the viewers don't know well, pardon we.
Definitely. And before I introduce or bring back and come online, just no more the yaba, I forget but we daily parable. So we parable for today say that thing we make dog eat bone, now the same thing we make hog eat poto. The thing we make dog eat bone are the same thing we make hog eat poto. So that now we parable for today, and I shall say that parable they get a lot of meanings. Think we don't lose by the network. Guys, hold on, please. Good morning, Barry, and welcome to the program. Good morning.
Good morning, Femata. Good morning, Mr. Julius. Good morning, viewers. Good morning, everybody. We are again to the well anti Femata. Hope in the issue it's been a while anti Femata.
Yeah, I really miss my yesterday. So, how be the weekend? How everything? Before we start, how the weekend be dey like? Waiting una observe if feel say no they go right or anything. Make we just get small conversation before we move to the program proper.
Well, the weekend was nice, but actually I've been so busy in a way that going up and down, searching for news. As you know, this way my area we really get a lot of movement. But
Yeah.
the weekend not be so bad. It was nice, though it was very short. And then surprisingly, now rain disturb also. Rain disturb this weekend. I don't know on your side or on your side.
Then they rain pass outside.
Well, it was actually good. The weekend was nice. Thank God.
Okay, so Mr. Barry, I see you all smile up this morning. You dey look one guy, you look different from the other days them. Tell me the secret, but waiting there behind this glow this early morning, yeah. For all the economy wahala where we dey go.
I don't know, but you know the complain Maureen. The fact that I don't say that rain season, I'm always prepared, whether it's rain or not. I dey go about my normal business. But I think the weekend was quite interesting, you know. As always, you know, me now one advocate for with regards this push. As always I can talk about this push. And this weekend I one interesting one, you know. I think communities are sick and tired of people dying and all of that. So unfortunately, I dey pass around Okupa at about last week. I made a conversation with same regard this push. I think somebody go party, a young guy go party, then say, I don't know, they make for am, but they add push there or whatever. It been get for guy, unfortunately. And I think communities they don't begin take the initiative now. They're not the way for government again because they are sick and tired of calling the intervention of government in all of this. So communities don't begin to take to themselves. A few days ago, we see videos and round beside they round up some addicts them according to them alleged addicts. We then say they engage in push. In fact, one of the videos I see them they watch them and they try for even bar all day and all. I think it's important that community then they take this initiative. But me think say not to the right call. Me not think they punishing those addicts not the right call and all. But I think that one discussion we were engaging. But the weekend was a very interesting one. So many things to talk about, so many things go on, you know.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Barry. So now we'll go for a short break, and when we come back, we will continue the program.
Different platform for news every day now we countries alone. For education, entertainment, political affairs, TV. We got enough Tanga one inside Sierra Leone, like a big quantity. We breeze not a shit.
Hello and welcome back. If you just join me, this is not Talking Point platform and the program will be come to you at the morning Shukublai. If you not subscribe to our YouTube channel yet, please make sure say you do so and share. Then also not forget for following our Facebook that whenever we come up with any program, you will be the first person for know. So this morning, as we don't line up the things the way we get in store for now, make we go straight to waiting we get for discourse. We know say Lahai Leema have been the Deputy Minister of Internal Affairs. And over the last 4 years, people don't they allegedly say, then they accuse them allegedly say they lead a death squad, where then say it secretly be they do around Nanet and they kill innocent youth them, where is suspect say been partake by the August 10th demonstration. So they say senior members of the party be advised him for make his step away from his role due to the Boku allegations them wey they don't set against them. And recently we hear say President Biodo remove him from office. So wetin una think about Lawrence Leema removal and the allegations them against them wey say e bin dey carry out extrajudicial killings? Mr. Julius Harding, wetin you get for say concerning that one day?
Okay, thank you very much, Femata. This actually for me is disheartening. We actually get a news about Lawrence Leema waiting actually to go on between him and his own political party, the SLPP. Looking at the issue, for me, I think say na internal fights where I will actually address them to political discipline. I'm looking at both the side of the politics, the party, SLPP, and the same also I look at the side of Lawrence Leema. First of all, I will start with the Lawrence Leema in side, whereby they accuse them an allegation that he actually secretly he gets his own group where they go out do an extraordinary judiciary killings or happenings or like fighting for the political party without the consent of the political party. For me, I say at the same time an act of indiscipline from his own side. Because as a politician, we all believe that political discipline now one of the key factor for every politician in every political party. So if Lawrence Leema actually the accuser say that's the one of the reasons the way the party actually remove him from in position and actually not even call her for any political position or any government position, I believe say party to some extent they get right. In the sense that if you as a politician you they act all in the name of the party without the consent of the chairman or without the consent of the president, an act of indiscipline as a politician. And one of the ways where we gonna say a politician is actually against the discipline is when a politician go against the rules, the decisions, the arrangement or the agreement of a political party. And looking at the side of Lawrence Leema, actually there are so lot of accusation on his own part, whereby so many people don't they say Lawrence Leema they involve himself into abusing people, Sierra Leoneans there, he don't involve himself into killing. All these are accusations. But if the party itself don't come outside again, say this same complaint, for me now it really calls for concern for Lawrence Leema inside. Because how you as a politician involving into such acts, into such accusation without the consent of the president or the chairman of the political party, when SLPP. And if we go through the news, one of the reasons they were actually no caller or they ask them for make it be any minister or any government leader or any position na the parliament. One of the reasons is, according to the report where we actually see, was they do a kind of investigation about them. When even they set up a committee, and the committee called the committee where they set up at the political party, get for inviter, then get a lot of invitation for making come on board so that they go investigate and find out whether all these allegations are true. But in fail for attend all those invitations. So if actually Lawrence Leema, all these accusations they lay against them, say if they do an extraordinary judiciary programs around the country, killing people, especially that happening of August 10, where kill so many youth because he finally say they involve themselves into the fight. It actually for don't come and give in your points or in your view to that committee where the political party where SLPP don't set for investigator, but in fail all in the name that in excuse where in give because they not get a kind of explanation which role way for take towards the committee where they set for investigator. They not get a clear explanation. For me, that's not an excuse. If really Lawrence Leema begets a clear or an authentic explanation of all the accusation there, if you don't come out plain and explain yourself to the political party where you belong to and to the people of Sierra Leone. So if all these things they happen against them, then pull out from a ministerial position where he be the act as deputy minister, and they don't even call out for any position, for me, it's actually a call for concern for Lawrence Leema. He need to come out and explain himself very well because there are a lot of accusations. Even the party also they accuse him. Lots of allegations against in political involvement in the country. So for me, I actually want to make it come out and explain himself and pull himself from this. For myself, I also the accuser say, na act of indiscipline towards the party when belong to and towards the people of Sierra Leone. So you need to come out in the media and clear all the allegations the way they don't set against them, whether not true or not true. But if Lawrence Leema keep himself mute, then there are a lot of cautions in political involvement. So for me, in the side of where I ask them for make continue as a ministerial position, we still continue for ask a question after now. Now what will be next position? Is there anything for RAM, or is there any invitation like and any position where the president go actually call them after? We all know no. But my own concern is Lawrence Leema actually need for come out and explain himself to the people of Sierra Leone and also to the political party we belong to. Mere fact say the political party don't set up a committee for investigator that in fail for attend to those invitations they don't get, then there is a lot of cautions towards your own political involvement in the country.
Okay, Mr. Julius Harding, thank you so much for that contribution there. And over to you, Mr. Bayi. Wetin you get for say concerning the allegations dem wey dem don set against Lahai Lawrence Leema with im involvement by the judicial killings dem wey be happen na August 10th. So like Mr. Bayi dey get issue with internet, but
was surprised by the fact that I don't know if one gets me. I don't know if you get me now.
yes,
Yes, you.
we dey
Loud
get
and
you.
clear.
Like as I say, a lot of people could be surprised as to why we even discuss the former minister, the former deputy minister.
Wow. Julius, the last time now you the internet not be there in favor of, but then I say Bayi.
No,
See,
these
so
are
we'll join back.
these are really a challenge part for we here now this
Really,
country, because whenever rain come, the networks say all they disturb.
definitely. It's really a big challenge. Yes, Mr. Bayi. Welcome back.
I think they get a little bit with the internet. Yeah, I
Okay.
said I think I get a little bit social with the internet. I mean, just this. I think a lot of people will be surprised by the fact that they even discuss the former Deputy Internal Affairs Minister, Mr. Lahai Lawrence Leema, where pretty much not to one green resident or not SAP or so. You know, there are other ministers and we serve like past administration and this new administration or whatever. They're not SAP. But people will ask why Lahai Lawrence Leema. I think it's important, you know, one are the fact that the Internal Affairs Ministry now one key ministry if we as a nation want to continue to maintain the peace, security.
Wow. But wait, so Julius, you notice say Bayi change location. Maybe the location where they today, the internet not look the favor at all.
Why you don't change location?
No wonder. I noticed that one day.
Mr. Barry don't change in location today, so the network sending no good.
If I don't consult the network first before it change, we're not doing. It's not really a big challenge this morning.
Talking point platform. TTPTV. Oh yeah. Unale we pledge with love and loyalty to we sweet, sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as well on for tomorrow. Now we go make salute.
Hello, Fambudem, and welcome back. As on all notice, we get a problem with internet now by inside, but we hopefully the wait for make it join we so INSEF will give your own contributions about Lahai Lawrence Leema in removal in our office. So but all the wait for by make I read few of the comments them from reviewers them. So at least una no go just sit on no moderate, make una not feel boring. This one they come out from Yale. It say, hello, my brother and sister and famble them. This they come out from Sonia Baby Koroma. I say, good morning, Sonia. This they come out from Aisha Kista. I say, good morning, my lovely people. Good morning, Aisha. This is say, hello, me fambu Yale. Well, we don't begin make fambu our YouTube page. Very good for see. So Yali and Aisha wanna continue the family business. Then this they come from Alpha. Alpha say, why LCPP sack Lawrence Leema against party activities? So that means APC have the right to sack Mohamed Bangura and others for anti-party activities. Okay. This they come from Aisha Kista again. He say maybe president has something for him. And this also they come from Aisha Kista. Wow. Aisha, really support we. Thank you so much, and we really appreciate all your time, your comments, and everything. They say you guys are doing well. Kudos, keep it up. Thank you so much. We really appreciate. Oh wow. And this now for me. Femata, I love you. Oh, love you too. At least I get possible love me. No. You are not against
Aisha,
are not against now.
Aisha, now what now?
And this they come from Nana Jabi. Nana Jabi say Lawrence Leema is a wicked soul. He has done a lot to Sierra Leoneans. He killed so many people, even not the Augustine alone. Okay, plenty thank you for this comment then. Now here we go stop us and continue with the program. Mr. Barry, before you start, we talk something about you. And don't go off back, and I even say it now.
Okay. Well, anyway, Barry, the network is sober. And go join
Very
me.
much. Yes, Mr. Barry.
I think it's a challenging for me today. It ain't seriously na mistake. The internet has always na struggle. But I say, I think a lot of people will be surprised as to why we discuss Lahai Lawrence Leema. The president now sack a lot of or replace a lot of other ministers we serve in the last administration. But the internal affairs ministry are one very, very important ministry. In fact, it's key among the grade A ministries, if so to speak, or if we can call them to. Because the internal affairs ministry is responsible for the internal security, internal stability, and even the police. They're under other security organs, they're under the internal affairs ministry, and they're responsible for coordinate all of those security sectors. And so it is important. And Lahai Lawrence Leema an appointment again, some years ago, 4 years or so ago, not come as a surprise. Why not come as a surprise? Because we all know the role he played during SLPP in opposition. He was on face to show to a point that he served as the face of the party, as publicity sector or otherwise. In all over the place. Of course, we remember the incident where I think he bumped into a program na SLBC and also as always in Sierra Leone compensation and all that stuff. So he was appointed in that particular ministry, a very, very important ministry. For youth, from the perspective of youth, or from the perspective of young people, they appreciate that appointment, knowing to the fact that the president reposed confidence in young people. You know, whenever they appoint young person in a very important or key position, whether it's ministry, whether it's parastatal, I think it's generally a win for the youthful population, particularly so when they should say with politicians, then the president, or every other person, they continue for repose confidence in young people, and which is a plus for us young people. But along the line, I think it became difficult for Lahai or Leema because not being able for differentiate the fact that it is served that ministry there and is serving the people, and most importantly, not to SLPP it will serve on your own personal interest. There have been quite a lot of accusations, quite a lot has been said, a lot of accusations. We cannot confirm those allegations because we not get all the facts. So we don't speak to the allegations, and of course we know the allegations. Some issues be happen na the pandemic prison side. Some people lost their life prison as they lost their life. The name Lahai came up. The August 10 again, we have one unfortunate chapter of history. The name Lahai come up again. And quite a lot of other issues and the way the name Lahai don't come up. So I think important that we discuss today. You know, because like I say, that ministry then I mean very, very important ministry. Part of the problem where a lot of Sierra Leoneans get now the fact that they occupy that particular connected position, but they not be able for differentiate a role as a minister of deputy minister of internal affairs. So in political parties, we have two different roles. You know, I agree with the fact that in political party in the serve and all, which is good. But when you serve a ministerial position, whether not minister or deputy minister, you for understand the facts and the people you serve, not your political party you serve. And the president appoints you because he gets confidence in you for help achieving agenda, and most importantly, for continuing to serve the people. Like as I say, internal affairs ministry is a very, very important ministry. Say, for instance, the August 10 unfortunate situation where happened. A lot of innocent civilians, they lost their life. The security sector in police, they lost their life and all that stuff. A lot of accusations they go say, in fact, Leema was the center of all of that. You know, people came out to demonstrate whether it was peaceful or otherwise, and no one could speak to that day. But then say, wait to escalate the situation, I will Leema come with some security personnel, begin shoots and all of that stuff. Those were all allegations made. So after the unfortunate incident happened on August 10, as an internal affairs minister and deputy internal affairs minister, it is quite unfortunate that we expect that particular ministry for showing leadership for continue for maintain we had and peace, security, and all of that stuff. Then after that unfortunate incident, there were accusations that the deputy minister of all people was actually involved in escalating the whole situation. You know, there were these allegations. So, because it's unfortunate, a lot of innocent civilians lost their life, including police personnel and others. Government we institute, not a political party per se. And the government, the president, the institute, we investigate as to why these unfortunate incidents happen. Why people lost their life. What's the ignite this? Other than they end this whole thing. Other than the people we make fun of when we get this unfortunate August 10 incident. So the president institutes a special investigative committee where Emmanuel Abdullahi, a very renowned legal practitioner in Sierra Leone, the head. You know, a lot of people be invited because the committee being a part for invite people for come ask them as to waiting and particularly so the names they don't come up. You know, the committee investigates and a lot of names come up, and the committee invited a lot of people. the Deputy Internal Affairs Minister, Mr. Lahai Leema, one person they invite. In fact, Emmanuel Sapadulai is on record. He go na AYV. He say invite as a committee. They invite Lahai Leema. They write one letter. They write the two letters, and no respond. You know, and that have been an affront to a committee where the president said for investigate. As minister, I think if there is anybody where for you expect the call of that committee, if we don't come from internal affairs minister, deputy internal affairs ministers, particularly so, where not only responsible the mandate of maintaining the peace, security, and stability of the nation, not only for within them, but the fact that now in the face of a political party at that particular time when they serve our government. So it was quite unfortunate that Mr. Leema decided, in their own personal opinion, or give flimsy excuse them as to why you not appear at the committee and all of that stuff. And when you not appear at the committee, the committee go just assume that all what has been said against Mr. Leema is true because we give the opportunity for Kenya, for can get say may put up a defense for himself, but unfortunately he's not here. And for us, we cannot speak for Lahai Leema. We as committee, we responsibility now for the invite people what we think say, where we think and where we don't investigate. Where a lot of allegations on go around say them involved in this unfortunate Augustine issue. So we responsibility now for invite them, hear from them, and the committee not to be caught. The committee not to be caught where they go pass judgments. No, the committee them is set them up specifically for investigate. And the committee cannot investigate without calling all the people. A lot of people being called. In fact, some people they're not even wait for the call. They never volunteer. So we get information very important for the committee, and we are here to provide it. And like I say, if there is anybody for reject the call of that committee, enough to be the deputy internal affairs minister, it was quite unfortunate. Quite a lot of allegations. I think it was an opportunity to make itself clear to the committee and Sierra Leonean at large. But the president, and in particular by extension, may feel bad that and an affront to not only the committee, by extension the president, and by extension us as Sierra Leoneans. So the president in wisdom, when a win circumstance, whether it was controversial or what, and the mandate of appointing ministers, and evolve within the president get right to hire and fire. The president say, no, Mr. Leema, you've served, but we no longer need you service again, and they replace them. And I think before even the replacement, some of who they follow the political trend of Sierra Leone begin to ask questions. That in fact Lahai Leema was reduced to the background. We know Lahai Leema somebody we all over the place, they speak on issues and all, and they are a very, like as I say, a very important position as the publicity sector of the SLPP at that particular time. You know, I think quite a lot of this, all of this compounded.
Just like waiting Mr. Barry with the talk. For me, I think it's a very, very, very important point, because as I said at the beginning, I feel disappointed when I actually see the news of Lahai Leema and go through the news. I see a lot of allegations there as Deputy Minister of Internal Affairs. And one of the problems actually where I see is before they set a committee for him, now info don't come out to the media and clear all those allegations. For me, I don't even once I've make a committee, the info. I think okay, Baggy don't come in. May just finish your point.
Yes, Baggy, you can continue from what I saw.
The committee did not be set up for Lahai Leema alone. The committee was set to look into the unfortunate incident of Augustine, waiting, like as I say, waiting to transpire, waiting ignite those where we think they're responsible for putting in an unfortunate situation or whatever. I think that they set the committee for. So I think the party being disappointed by the stance of Lahai and Leema. I think I listening Lahai and Leema going on radio and TV and giving excuses. And on a personal note, like as I say, me not been buying to that excuses. It's been quite unfortunate that not be the excuse way they give. Just quite unfortunate, you know. So the party being decides, okay, you are taking the back seat with the approach elections, and we cannot continue to have you as the face of the party. And I think that was the dent. That's not be one thing where if I was Lahai or Leema, I for not look into and say, well, why am I being asked to take the back seat? Where on the whole, I don't speak for the party. I've been the face of the party for quite a while. Now they're asking me to take the back seat. I think it is need for you some soul searching and all that stuff. Like as I say, this now one thing where politicians and others for land. And for land, the fact they are not representing themselves, they are representing the people. And whenever they call you for answer to questions with party you or whatever, I think the onus is on you for camp and can't provide answers. You know they are at liberty for say, hey, are they camp or are not decide for camp. No. And like as I say, if you decide not for camp, the commission will force you per se. But the committee go assume waiting we get, waiting we don't find out. Because we don't give you opportunity for can defend yourself, because we don't give you opportunity for can have you say you decide otherwise. Well, people assume say all waiting we don't find out and all waiting people will say not the truth. And so it was quite unfortunate. Waiting next for Lahai and Leema, I think Lahai and Leema will answer that question. You know, about a few days ago I see on Facebook post where they say Lahai and Leema and it's up to you now and all of that stuff.
Yeah, me self see that post the way he change him or he update him Facebook profile. So we dey go for a short break, and when we come back, we will continue the program.
Just one platform for news every day in our countries and law. For education, maybe entertainment, maybe political affairs, TV. We got enough Tanga one inside Sierra Leone, like a big quantity. We breeze not a shit, pity.
Hello, Fambudem, and welcome back to the program Money Shukublai, where they come to you every Monday to Thursday in our Talking Point platform. And if you don't subscribe to our YouTube channel, please make sure say you do that one day and turn on the notification bell that whenever we come online, you will be the first person for be notified. So we don't talk about Lahai and Leema and waiting the next round. So just like how Barry say, now in get that question there for answer, and we hope say go answer and find. So we go move now to the next topic where we get for discuss. Then there we see the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education don't issue out a price list for the 2023-2024 academic year for secondary schools. So wetin una get for say concerning this price list here for outdoor parents, especially in this economic crisis, where we all know the fact say the president we don launch a free quality education in 2018. Julius Harding, wetin you get for say concerning that one day?
Well, first of all, I would like for start with for clear the air, waiting actually me take to understand what the free quality education. Where from the time where they go school, I don't read this. But I think say one of the ways where we government per se, Sierra Leone actually they talk about free quality education. For me, so far now only fees, I think, because even to me time I be there, go school, now fees, only school fees, and not be they pay as of then. But unfortunate, the charges the way I be they pay is more than the school fees. Because before, where I they pay fees, the charges there we are very, very low to some extent. But as soon as government can announce free quality education, the charges then can increase more than the fees itself. So let's say, for example, now, if I dey pay 3,000 loans per term, 3 loans per term, then they can put that 3 loans and say, okay, now free quality education, no more fees. Then where I dey pay 3 loans, maybe charges go be like 2 loans. But when you can put free quality education, then stop we for pay the 3 loans, the charges now can increase to 6 loans. So for me, it was like, I don't know, a kind of hypocrite game that was playing and that is still playing. So where I see this news, say governments don't pull a press release concerning the uniforms, them how much for buying at the government schools, how much for buying a uniform, a pair of uniform. For me, it was quite good to some extent, and to some extent also, I think that's not the only step for me government take. Because you never just issue out a particular, let me say, a particular price of uniform without looking into the economy. Because looking at the economy right now is very, very challenging. And the way the uniform price come this year, where the government don't release, actually, then do a well for minimize, for control the way and for buy uniform at the government schools there. But for me, it's very expensive, man, compared to the economy. And compared to the ways we use for buy uniform. So that's one of my own issue towards that particular step. And another one where I get is the schools them actually like a problem also, because it don't tell where government they talk about free quality education, although yes, they say that the fees they take and cater for the picking them, but the schools also get a problem because you know say free quality, they don't tell the school they say okay, the picking away they can at the school, they not for pay school fees. Then the schools authorities or the directors then they increase their charges them. For me, it's a problem from the school part, because if government don't say this, that don't mean say therefore increase then charges them. So I believe say this is one of the reasons also government say this year make we impose a particular price of uniforms to we schools there where we they control. And I go in interview with some schools them actually. I get for ask them say, why is it that from the time when they announce free quality education, we now all decide for increase the charges them, both from the uniform and other things the way the students they pay? Some of the responses the way they give me was government say free quality education, but they not increase the salary of the teachers there. And every day we employ teachers there. Before now, them fees that way the picking they pay, we they do in percentage 60-40. The 40% where they can at school now we they take pay teachers the way government so they pay. So if the government can say no more fees, also it is our rights and responsibility for increase the charges there, so we will pay teachers the way government will give a PIN code. This was some of their reasons, which is also right to some schools. But for me, it's also a problem because me and fact say when they employ teachers there, when I not able to pay them, that don't mean say the picking their way they go for Roland, therefore be affected. Because some of the parents actually they go rain under sun for fender money they for can take care of them for them picking them. So if government decide this year say uniform price now that particular price, it's actually a good thing, but it's also expensive. And that's why the government actually need for come and also readjust that, because the economy actually not in good shape right now in the country. But that don't for stop the government for go further from what they don't do. Now, if we look into the price, if government's not able to take a step for going into their schools there, make thorough investigation or follow up, I tell you, so them price there. Now only media they stop. If you go to school, not to that price they sell. So governments not only need for announcement at the media, they also need for do a follow-up. I will give an instance in Nigeria. That was last year when I bring a price of the JAM exam. You know, so they get the exam afterwards when they qualify them for go university. Then bring a particular price where they say every student for pay. Now some schools they increase the price. Governments in some states them, the governors there send some spies for one of them schools there. And I tell you, then catch so many schools when they increase the price. Then how them go? Then go ask someone the picking there. How much can I pay for this year jam exam? The picking and call the price. They say okay, come. They go ask the teacher. The teacher call back the same price where government's not give, where then decide for make students and pay. Not knowing that the person where they ask them now is spy. I don't know if there's some of them schools and they're going to a lot of punishment and losses. They ask them for make them pay all the money that they were picking don't pay back to their parents there with other charges there. So I believe the government of Sierra Leone, the Minister of Education also therefore make a step like this. They not only announce the price of uniform, make them go back now them schools there. Unknowingly from the principal, the directors, and any other authority within the schools there, make them make a thorough follow-up. If they make a thorough follow-up, me and you and people of Sierra Leone, when I go testify, say, we go get another news, say, schools them, then they, when they don't go follow this particular price of uniform where government don't put in place. So, if I will talk concerning this issue, in summary, government actually need to look at the particular price where they don't put. For me, it's very, very. Government need to do a follow-up of this particular price. If actually now this price ain't go fix, if now this price ain't go fix, they need to do a follow-up so that they go make sure say the price is being followed by these government schools. If not, then go say, then the schools they not go follow.
Okay, Julius, thank you very much for the contribution there. So now, Mr. Bai, wetin you get for say concerning the this way the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education don issue out concerning the new price list for the 2023-2024 academic year.
Thank you again. I think I actually really struggle with the internet, but
Really?
this is you know. I think when it comes to issue of school business, me now possibly can really frown at how everybody around the school system they handle issues related to education as you know, of course, may speak from a background. We're very well informed. Me not been at the school system for quite a while.
Oh, the internet, man.
The network really they disturb the side of channel.
Really.
Let me just give, as channel they disturb the network, may I just continue some points also where I would like government for also look into, the Minister of Education need for look into. I said it's something where concerning the response where some schools then give, why actually then give their own charges them aside of the free quality. Channel, are you back?
Are you ready to see something? Okay, you can go ahead.
Yes, Adea.
Okay.
So unfortunate today.
We don't talk and that location they change and not sit on the next time because we really for you.
Yeah.
I said change
I
that
mean,
today.
me well informed background when it comes to issue really transparent.
Okay.
The rains and all. I could not go to my usual place. The rains. I get for beer with me today. It's raining quite heavy. Na me outside.
Oh,
Going forward, that's I mean this when it comes to school business.
it's a big problem.
Mr. Barry. Anyways, now the rain.
So Julius, you can continue with what you want say. Say we did
Yeah.
try to with Barry.
Mm-hmm. Like following the responses of some schools, they say because the teacher there, they get for pay the teacher there. That's why they increase the charges there, because before them they use the fees of the picking them, pay the teachers the way government know they pay. So for me, Ministry of Education need for look into that issue there again, whereby they need for go look into the schools them, the number of teachers where they pay now then schools then they, if they finally say the teacher the way they teach and schools then less than the number of teachers where then they pay, government really need for readjust and give opportunity to some youths them also and decide for going to the teaching field so that they go able to pay them. If not, some of them schools are back go run into losses, as they said to me in a previous interviews. Because
Okay.
if government will pay some of them teachers and they, how the school able for run? Because teachers also need to be paid. If teachers are not paid, speaking of will land. So this is another issue also where government really not only for announce free quality education is good, but government need for follow up. What are the advantages? Advantage actually is good in the side of Sierra Leone, at least speaking go school and learn. But also, may look at the other disadvantages side, whereby some of the schools then really they strain for paying teachers there. So if then they remove subsidies from the schools by removing the fees, the school fees, they need for also find a way for increase the money, the salaries then at the schools. If not, free quality education go there as an announcement, but in reality, it is not. Because the beginning go they pay, we go continue for pay more than how we they pay them. So for me, if that's not really solved, if you're able to solve this problem as we they highlight them so here, they're able to solve the problem of salaries, they're able to solve the problem of following up, whether the schools are actually following the press release as they have released it. For me, may I just cancel the old free quality. We'll go back to normal. We'll pay the normal fees and things go on smoothly. If not, we go continue for complaint. Parents they go continue for complaint. School directors then go continue for complaint. So the whole role they on the side of the Ministry of the Education, the government, and we all as citizens. We really need for do the right thing. If the right thing is not done, then we continue for struggle. Education will become a problem. Beginning will begin the suffer, then parents will complain.
Okay, Mr. Julius Harding, thank you so much. Chair, since the internet they disturb you, we will go for a short break and we will come back.
Different platform for news every day in our countries alone. For education, entertainment, political affairs, TV. We got enough Tanga one inside Sierra Leone, like a big quantity. We breeze not a shit, pity.
Welcome back from Budem to the Morning Shukublai program where they come to you live, not Talking Point platform. If you watch on YouTube, you watch on TP Billions, and if you watch on Facebook, you watch on Talking Point live, Talking Points platform on Facebook. So make sure say you follow me on Facebook and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that whenever we come, you will be the first person to get notified. So since channel they get issue with internet, Mr. Julius, I suggest say we go straight to the next point because time not in our favor. And we already say yesterday the Interreligious Council don't embark on a fact-finding mission to the All People's Congress when at the APC. Since the impasse begin with the opposition and government, a lot of accusation don dey go against the Interreligious Council and dem role say dem no dey do anything concerning wetin dey happen between the two parties dem. So wetin una make up of all dis? You feel say na the right step for make the Interreligious Council dem take or na the right same dis for make dem do dat engagement dey wey dem involve in yesterday?
Well, first of all, if you ask me if na the right step, I would say 100% na the right step they take up yesterday. As we, from the beginning of we program in other programs and in different medias, them they don't give a kind of concern to the religious body, the religious council that them forbid the number one body in a salon for actually solve this issue between them two political parties there before international bodies then go come in and begin solve. I think it's the right step. But if you come to the right time, for me, it is not the right time. Then don't fail from the beginning. Because this is something they're supposed to do right immediately after the election. Not after the election, don't go so some months now. If I go guess, now they won't come and begin solve. No. That's why when I go through the news, the APC then reiterates, like then restates their confirmation, then the statement say, waiting, then stand for, and then still stand for. Then position say, waiting the ECSF supposed for do, then supposed for do. If not, then still continue for follow them position as a party. So this is not the right time for making the interreligious body for going in and stand as a mediate body between these two political parties. Now something they're supposed for don't do immediately after the election, before and after the election. What's I mean here? Before election, I don't know whether they don't. I don't see any press release or any news like that. They need for calling two party there or all the party where they stand say when they're going to election. Please, after the election, any result where they announce, make we do so for the peace of the country, for the smooth running of the governments who will come in. Then immediately after election, they also need to call them, say now these results they don't call. Please, make we follow the result as it is. No need for complaint, no need for creating chaotic problem around. But it is rather unfortunate such never happened from the own side. Rather, we keep money, keep shouting interreligious body, international bodies. For me, international bodies, they're actually good. But for we as a Sierra Leoneans, as citizens of this country, the first body wait for act before international body, now the religious council. Because now them we leaders them. Because we believe say after God, where we all serve as citizens, now the day between we and the God. Because now they stand before we and tell we what you for do. For tell we the ethical points them how for live as a good citizen or as a good Christian or as a good Muslim. So it is not the right time. It is already late. But however, due to the promise, I believe say we all pray say they go able to achieve the thing when they're supposed to do, where they don't start for do yesterday. Because as a religious body, there are roles they're supposed to play. And what are these roles? May I just remind them, if maybe in case some of them don't forget. Now we duty also for remind them. One of the roles is the need for act as a media for open communication. If there is a problem between a government or two political parties in a country, therefore start as a media, whereby these two political parties, therefore able to come and explain themselves to them. But if a political party, now this country, they left them, go to the international body and explain their own issues or the problem where they get with a particular government, for me, is a fail, is a disgrace to the body. Before any political party jump or go, the first body where them for meet for explaining problem to now the religious body now the country. So therefore serve as a media for open communication between two political parties or any political party or any problem between the government and the state or between the government and other political parties. But interreligious body, they actually fail in that aspect because most of the complaints where APC don't lay, I believe say them jump them because they believe say if they go tell them, they don't go get anything to say that we convince them or that we actually make them feel happy. So then jump them, go to the international body where they feel say maybe they go listen to their cries, which APC already don't do. Another function is an interreligious body. They're able for stand as a mediator. Mediator in the sense that for any issue that happen now the country, be political issue, be religious issue, be social issue, they're able for stand and forbid a medium for able for bring information them and able for analyze and give solutions. This now other way for me they supposed for act as a body in the country. Another one is therefore able for identify the interest of anybody where go bring them complaint to them. What do I mean here? Identifying of interest. As a religious body, therefore able for identify the interest of them political parties there, especially APC, SLPP, or the government whatsoever. Therefore identify the interest. If they're able to identify the interest, now from there they go able to solve the problem. So I believe say before the election, the interreligious body for don't know the interest of APC, the interest of SLPP, the interest of any other political party. If they're able to identify the interest, they're able to advise them, say, hey, if now you interest this for stand for election, I believe say for going because if in case you fail, your interest will be disappointed. So interreligious body for able to know the interest of political parties. Another one is negotiation. They're able to negotiate a part between two parties or between two bodies when they go into issue. But if they're not able to negotiate here is they're able for bail. I use the Creole bail. Tell them, say, please, I beg, una do this. But if you don't get that spirit of convincing, negotiating people that are involved into issue or political parties, is also a problem. They forget that spirit of let me say, yes, they forget that spirit. Say. Another one is exploring solutions. Interreligious people forget thousands of solutions. Although yet they are not God, but we believe say they are medium between the maker and them, whether you're a Muslim or a Christian. We believe say they stand in front of we, now we mock say, now we church and tell we the right thing for do. From we Bible or the Quran. So they able forget solutions to problems. Even if they're not able to create solutions, they're able for, as I said, they're able for negotiate problems there so that it can be solved. But if interreligious body not able to do this, therefore go back to them, but and bring out ways how to able for bring out solutions to problem. Then another one is build trust. Interreligious body therefore need for build trust. If you not build trust for people for the citizens there, or for a political party, then let me just be sincere with you. What's going on now? For me, I will actually say now trust the APC party, not trust them. That's why they jump then and go to the international bodies there. Because if actually they for build trust for the APC party or SFUs or any political party, some of them issue that way they go on, especially the present issue between the government and APC, I believe say that them for be the first body where for get the issue. But since they're not able for build trust, for me, that side they don't feel they're not able for build trust, then they actually need for come back and convince the political party that they can actually be relied on. And the last one is arrangement of draft. What I mean, agreement of draft. What I mean, they for able for get a particular way for them for come into agreement. They for able for solve problems there between two social bodies or political bodies or religious bodies. They for able get that platform. We say therefore say whether on agree or on not agree, this is the agreement. And I believe say if they say that we Sierra Leoneans, let me just tell you, we are religious people. We so believe in God to an extent that anything where we leaders them, now we church or mosques then say, we go able for they follow them. So if they're able for make that authentic agreement, say this is the right thing to follow. If they're able for get that saying, that stand as a body, some of the issues they are not going to take longer a month now we country. So these
Okay,
are few points.
Mr.
There's so many points. These are just few points I will let for.
I'm nodding our favor right now, and tomorrow we will continue for discuss on anything them here. If you just join me, this na the Morning Shuku Live program where they come to you live na Talking Point platform. So me where they bring this program to na my own name na Femata. And make sure say you subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow me on Facebook. That whenever we come online, you go see so many things where we get in store for you. Till we meet tomorrow, have a wonderful day, guys. And thank you very much for we will always make time for listening to the program. We really appreciate our efforts.